Well, good evening once again. Day 1210 of this Trump administration, 174 days to go until the presidential election. And as predicted on this very broadcast 2 whole nights ago, today the president criticized his government's chief infectious disease expert for his candid testimony during a Senate hearing, a hearing where he couldn't appear in person because he's been exposed to a case of coronavirus in the White House during a pandemic. At this point, we should probably pause to point out the U.S. death toll tonight stands at nearly 84,506. Trump's predictable break with the top pandemic expert came during a meeting with the governors of Colorado and North Dakota. It came when Trump was asked about reopening schools and about Dr. Fauci's warning yesterday about rushing to reopen our country during a pandemic.
I think they should open the schools, absolutely. I think they should, and it's had very little impact on young people. It's up to the governors. It's the governor's choice, but their state is not open if the schools aren't open. I was surprised by his answer, actually, because, it's just, to me, it's not an acceptable answer, especially when it comes to schools. This is a disease that attacks age, and it attacks health. And if you have a heart problem, if you have diabetes, if you're a certain age, it's certainly much more dangerous. But with the young children, and students, it's really, just take a look at the statistics. It's pretty amazing.
Here is what Dr. Fauci told senators yesterday about the risk to children specifically from the coronavirus.
We better be careful if we are not cavalier in thinking that children are completely immune to the deleterious effects. We just have to see on a step-by-step basis as we get into the period of time with the fall about reopening the schools, exactly where we will be in the dynamics of the outbreak.
Across several hours of Fox News last night, Trump's most loyal defenders responded to the latest public health guidance by waging war on Tony Fauci.
Is Tony Fauci right about the science? Do we have any particular reason to think he is right? This guy, Fauci, may be even more off base than your average epidemiologist.
Dr. Anthony Fauci also seems to favor what the Democrats want, and that is massive restrictions with no end in sight. He deserves a lot of credit. But there is no secret either that Dr. Fauci, like so many others, have been wrong a lot.
All due respect to Dr. Fauci's expertise, no one elected him to anything.
Is this the guy into whom you want to vest all of your trust? Is this the guy you want to chart the future of the country? Maybe not. This is a very serious matter, the decisions we're making right now. Tony Fauci has not been elected to anything. Some people seem to think he should be dictator for the duration of this crisis. That's insanity.
What has surprised me is the degree to which they're willing to go after people like Anthony Fauci. I mean, I don't know. I've interviewed Anthony Fauci twice. I can say unequivocally he's probably the smartest person I've ever sat down and interviewed. He has decades of experience in this field. But more than that, he doesn't actually say that he is dictatorial. In fact, during the hearing yesterday, he said, "I'm here to provide scientific analysis and input to the decision that politicians make." So what Fox News is essentially doing right now is they're creating a straw man. They're acting as if Anthony Fauci has decreed that every state must decide what to do. In fact, that's not the case. Anthony Fauci's out there making scientific-based recommendations and saying, look, use these as a foundation for what you do at the local municipal level. That seems pretty straightforward, honest, and acceptable as a policy for me, and certainly would be for any conservative in another era wherein you say, we don't want the federal government to be making these decisions. We want them to be made at the municipal and local levels. So I think this is a lot of it is just a straw man, and a lot of it is done to get that sort of tension point that can draw viewers in and, cynically increase ratings, honestly.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.